to the learning of the week. So pretty much this week takeaway is coming from a conversation that I had with someone from my team, where we were just talking about kind of like how AI is impacting our day-to-day lives and our ways of working. And she told me that apparently in certain companies they no longer have, these critique sessions, and that AI is evaluating your work. And at that moment, I was like, oh my God, I have a good story for this. So if you read this Dare to Lead book, which is like very, very standard, it's very good. It's a light read, but I definitely recommend if you're looking to become a leader or if you are, in that position. But in this book, in the military context, they tell a story where like everyone was like really tired, burned out. They were feeling like, oh, they have so much work to do. And the logical thing to do is actually to give them more time off, right? Or kind of like make sure that they have enough time for themselves. But they just like talked a little bit more about it. I was like trying to understand what is the real problem. And what they discovered was that the real problem was actually that people were feeling lonely. And I believe that if we automate everything and if we remove the meetings, the things that we do together, right? And we kind of like try to automate everything, we remove this connection. In the future, we're gonna run into a similar situation where our designers will feel so tired, so burned out, and it might not be only due to the amount of work that they have to do, but it will be due to this disconnection among themselves, right? That they won't feel as a team working together because they don't have the opportunities to connect with each other. So this week's takeaway is pretty much that as people managers, it is kind of like our duty to protect these spaces and to make sure that, especially if you're working in a remote environment, right, to make sure that you protect what makes us human, right, and you make sure that this connection have the opportunities necessary to be built. But you can check my posts on Medium and Substack. They go more into details. So please let me know what you think. See you next week. Bye.